I want to have 2 more fights this year. Then after that, take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back to fight some more.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really, I don't mind people knowing that we're together and stuff, but I wanted to just, enjoy us together without the eyes. But
hold up. Did you just see that? In a shocking public altercation, 2 of the most powerful women in their fields, Claressa Shields and Remy Ma, just went head-to-head. The footage is jaw-dropping, and you won't believe what's really behind this explosive clash. This isn't just a fight. This could change everything for both of them. People are talking all over the internet. Some believe it's personal, while others think this is all a setup. But one thing's for sure, this is just the beginning. Stick around to find out what's really going on between these 2 icons, and why it's so much bigger than just a simple scuffle. The internet is buzzing with this newly leaked footage, and for good reason. A video has surfaced that shows a heated confrontation between Claressa Shields and Remy Ma. This wasn't a staged event, folks. It's raw. It's unfiltered. In the video, the 2 women are standing face to face, the tension in the air so thick you could almost cut it with a knife. Neither of them looks prepared for what's about to go down. What happens next is something nobody expected. The energy in the room shifts, and suddenly, things escalate. Fast. The onlookers around them are stunned, frozen in place. You can see the shock on their faces as they try to process what's happening. The 2 women, who've always been in the public eye for their achievements, now seem to be at each other's throats. The whole scene unfolds so suddenly that it leaves viewers in disbelief. Was it something that built up over time? Or was this just a random explosion? The big question is, how did we get here? Let's take a step back for a moment and look at what's been happening behind the scenes. This fight didn't come out of nowhere. There's been a history of tension between these 2 for quite some time. Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion, is known for her fierce attitude. Whether it's in the ring or out of it, she has never been one to shy away from controversy. She's vocal about her struggles and challenges, and she's made it clear that she's not afraid to call out anyone who stands in her way. But where does Remy Ma fit into all of this? On the flip side, you have Remy Ma, the tough-as-nails rapper, who's built an empire in the music world. She's been through her own set of challenges, but what sets her apart is her unwavering confidence. Remy has always been someone who's not afraid to speak her mind, especially when she feels disrespected. Over the years, there have been a few indirect comments and social media posts that seem to hint at some underlying tension between her and Claressa. But it wasn't until recently that this all came to a boiling point. While both women have been outspoken in their own right, their personalities couldn't be more different. Claressa's bold and unapologetic attitude sometimes clashes with Remy's more calculated, street-smart approach. These differences have created a lot of room for competition and rivalry. But what caused this altercation? Was it something as simple as a difference in opinion? Or is there more beneath the surface? There have been whispers for months that something was simmering between them. Some say this altercation was inevitable, that it was only a matter of time before these 2 heavyweights in their respective fields would collide.
But it's clear to see that we do have a great connection, and he understands me. We have, a lot of real life conversations, and we talk every day. So,
but he's definitely a sweetheart, and he deserved the best, and I am the best. Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different.
And now we're left wondering, was this public fight the breaking point? Or is there more to it than meets the eye? So how are their families and close friends reacting to this scandal? With everything going down, there's a lot of chatter behind the scenes. Claressa's camp has remained pretty tight-lipped about the whole situation. However, her manager did speak out, claiming that the altercation was blown out of proportion. They're suggesting that the footage might have been taken out of context, and there's more to the story than what we see on screen. Some of Claressa's closest people say that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and they believe the public doesn't know the full extent of what's been going on. On the other side, Remy Ma's team isn't backing down. Her supporters are making it clear that they don't see the fight as a problem. In fact, some even claim that Remy handled herself well in the situation. But there's a catch. Remy's brand is everything to her. It's taken years to build up the reputation she has today, and some worry that this altercation could hurt that. The question now is, how will this incident impact her career long term? It's tough to say what this fight will mean for their personal relationships. Will it pull them apart, or could it bring them closer? After all, both Claressa and Remy have a lot riding on their careers, and any scandal, no matter how big or small, could cause serious damage. The emotional weight of this conflict is something both women will have to navigate, and it's unclear how it will play out in the coming weeks.
The way that Papoose speaks, he's a very nice guy. Very, very nice, very, very humble, very knowledgeable. We all know he can rap, okay? And yeah, he can rap, like seriously, really good. And he's just very supportive. He's very supportive, and I think with me being a woman of strength, a woman who got a gift of gab and a powerful jab, I think that you need a man who like just can handle all that and not be intimidated by how successful you are and how loud you are and how strong you are, because he's strong. He may not be as loud, but he's very strong. He's very powerful in his mind. He's very smart. Yeah. And he's just a man. Yeah. And I don't think there's a lot of men out there like that.
The most intriguing aspect of this entire saga is undoubtedly the reaction from fans. As soon as the video of the altercation hit the internet, it unleashed a wave of reactions from fans across the globe. Social media quickly became a battlefield, with opinions about the situation flying fast and furiously. The diversity of viewpoints among fans has been staggering, and it's clear that everyone has something to say. On one side of the debate, there are fans who are staunchly supporting Claressa. These fans view her as not just a fierce competitor in the boxing ring, but as a symbol of strength in every aspect of her life. For them, this incident isn't just about a physical confrontation. It's about proving who is the stronger woman in a world where women's strength is often underestimated. They see Claressa as someone who has fought her way to the top in a predominantly male-dominated sport and who isn't afraid to stand her ground, even in the face of conflict. To them, the altercation is another chapter in Claressa's long history of standing firm and asserting her dominance in a world that often tries to put women in boxes. On the other hand, there is a significant group of fans who are rallying behind Remy Ma. These fans view her as an untouchable icon, a legend in the streets and in the music industry. Remy's influence in the world of hip-hop is undeniable, and to her supporters, she represents power and resilience. These fans argue that Remy is someone who has earned her respect and stature, and they believe she is above reproach in any confrontation, no matter the context. They see her as a force to be reckoned with, and this incident, in their eyes, is just another demonstration of her ability to hold her own in any situation. They argue that Remy's reputation and credibility make her invincible, and no amount of controversy could ever shake her place in the music industry. The back and forth in the comment sections across social media platforms has been intense, with fans passionately defending their respective idols. It has created a spectacle, as if two opposing armies of fans are locked in an ongoing battle for supremacy. The animosity between the two fan groups has escalated to a point where it feels like an all-out war online. The passionate debates are full of accusations, justifications, and passionate pleas, creating a sense of chaos and unpredictability as both sides argue fiercely for their chosen side. However, what makes the situation even more captivating are the wild theories circulating among fans and observers. Some believe that the altercation was a well-executed PR stunt, designed to generate buzz and attract attention. According to this theory, everything from the timing to the way the video was released has been orchestrated to make sure the event goes viral, driving media coverage and increasing the visibility of both Claressa and Remy Ma. These fans point out how the world of celebrity often thrives on scandal, and this altercation could just be the latest example of a carefully curated moment to keep both women in the spotlight. Others, however, suspect that there may be a deeper, more personal reason behind the fight. These fans wonder if there was a betrayal involved, perhaps an issue that has been simmering for a long time, eventually boiling over into a public clash. They question whether Remy crossed a line that Claressa couldn't forgive, or if Claressa's actions were provoked by something more personal. The possibility of unresolved tensions between the two women adds an element of intrigue to the situation, as people wonder whether this altercation is just the tip of the iceberg. Some even speculate that it might not have been a confrontation instigated by one person, but rather an incident where both women were equally to blame, with the video only capturing a small portion of a much larger argument. It's not just that fans who have been vocal about the situation, celebrities and athletes have also weighed in on the drama. Their perspectives have added even more layers to the ongoing discourse. Some public figures are predicting that this altercation could lead to an even bigger confrontation in the future. Others think that the whole thing might blow over, with both Claressa and Remy moving on with their lives and careers as usual. The speculation runs rampant, with many wondering whether this incident will become a defining moment in their careers, or if it will simply be forgotten over time. One thing is certain, though. This incident has captured the attention of everyone, and the speculation about what happens next is off the charts. Could this altercation have a lasting impact on their careers? It's unclear, but it's certainly possible. The way people perceive them moving forward could be affected by how they handle the aftermath of the fight. Some wonder whether this could mark the beginning of a fierce rivalry, one that plays out in the public eye for years to come. Or perhaps it could open the door to a collaboration, as the public's fascination with their drama might lead to a partnership or a shared media moment. The talk of possible public apologies has also surfaced, especially if either of them wants to salvage their image in the aftermath. Public relations experts have suggested that both women may need to issue a statement to clarify their side of the story and avoid further tarnishing their reputations. Yet some fans believe that apologizing would be a sign of weakness, and they argue that neither Claressa nor Remy should back down. Instead, they see the altercation as a sign of strength, a moment that proves both women are unapologetically themselves. At the same time, there's a growing theory that this confrontation could be the beginning of an even bigger rivalry. If this altercation continues to escalate, there's a possibility it could turn into a public feud that carries on for months or even years. Fans and media outlets alike are salivating at the prospect of a future face-off, whether it's in the boxing ring or in some other public forum. The idea of a staged, media-heavy showdown between these two powerhouse women is something that would certainly keep the internet buzzing. If this altercation leads to a major televised event, it could be one of the most talked about and watched events of the year. In any case, this clash isn't going to fade away quietly. Whether it leads to apologies, a growing rivalry, or something else entirely, one thing is for sure. The saga of Claressa and Remy has only just begun, and it's bound to continue capturing the attention of fans, celebrities, and the general public alike. Some believe this could even open up opportunities for a collaboration between them. Maybe they'll join forces for a project that blends their respective worlds. But for now, it's all up in the air, and it's anyone's guess. What will happen next? What's clear is that both Claressa and Remy have too much at stake to let this go unnoticed. And whatever happens, you can bet this story is far from over. There's a lot more to this story than meets the eye, and trust me, you'll want to stay on top of what happens next. So what do you think? Was this altercation a long time coming, or is it something more? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on the latest updates. We've got more breaking news coming your way, and you won't want to be left in the dark. This is just the beginning.